Hi there, here we are again, ready to do some trumpet, and we're going to start off with a warm-up on page 19. We did this last week as well. Last week, do you remember we did the unison long notes? Unison means the same, so it means if we play it together, we're playing the same notes together. That's what unison means. You could have a whole orchestra playing unison, playing the same notes. This week, let's look at the harmony long notes, and I'm going to play the top line. You can either play the top line with me, or you can choose to do the middle line, and then we'll be in harmony. I'm going to do these for exactly 4 beats each. Should be a pause, but it's hard to watch me on the video and the music at the same time. So I'm going to play the top line. You can either join in with me on the top line, or you can play the middle line. So we're on page 19, Team Brass. Here we go, 4 beats. 1, 2, 3, 4. So if you played the same as me, we would have been playing unison. If you played the middle line along with me, that would have been in harmony, 2 different notes at the same time. Now last time we did the slurred slow notes at the bottom of page 19. Today, and I showed you how to do them through all the different fingering patterns, do you remember? So we start off with no fingers as it's written. Then you put it with your play it with your second finger down, because that means we're adding on a little bit of tubing. Now if we add on a slightly bigger bit of tubing, that would be putting down your first finger. Then we add those 2 together, first and second. Then we go to second and third, and it's getting a bit low by now, but if we can then do 1 and 3, and then all 3, because then we're making the instrument as big, as long as we can. Therefore, it can go as low as possible. So, slurred fast notes. And let's just do the first half, the first slur, because otherwise it can get a bit tiring. You can, if you want, doing it on your own, you can do it for longer. So it goes. Now that might be tricky to do it that fast and for that long without a breath. I will do it a little bit slower. If you need to breathe, you just take a breath. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we do it with our second finger down. 2, 3, 4. First finger down. 2, 3, 4. And let's just do one more for today, 1 and 2. So starting a little bit lower, breathe, 2, 3. And let's stop there for today. You can vary these slurs, they're really good to do for your warm-ups. You can do the slow ones, you could do the first half, the second half, the whole thing. Same thing with the fast notes, you could do the whole thing, or just half of it, or just the first bar. And then eventually you can get faster and do more interesting patterns. So you can extend your slurring skills once you get better at it. Okay, last time I introduced on page 27, Working on the Railroad. So it's like a jolly cowboy saloon song. Saloon's like a big meeting and drinking place for the cowboys. So there might well be some singing. You can do this at any speed, of course, any tempo that you feel you can do it at. I'm going to play it quite fast first, and then we'll break it down and do it slowly, and you can play along with me. So if you can get it really fast and really jolly, it would be like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. that's something to aim for, because that sounds really great like that. As we're learning it, let's practice the notes and just get really confident with it. So I'm going to do 2 bars at a time, and you can copy it back. Okay, starting on a D. Remember, when it goes down to that B, you make sure you kind of relax your lips enough and think, oh, with your tongue well down as well to get down to the B. So there's our starting note. I'm going to go slowly. I'll play 2 bars. Now you can play it after me. 1, 2, 3, 4. If you go, working on the railroad. E, G, E, D. B, D, B, D, E, G. Big break for the B. B, A, G, A. B, B, G, A, B. And all the way down to D. 3, 4. E, C, E, D. E, E, G, E, D, E, G. Big breath. Here we go. B, A, G. So well done. Practice that in chunks, slowly, faster. Just be careful on the second line, the second bar of the second line. You've got B, D. Make sure you get all the way down to D. If you're not careful, you will get a G with those fingers by mistake. It should be like this. Careful, you might get. Can you hear it? It's a bit out of tune, so make sure you go all the way down. Good, now let's have a quick look at the rest of this page. 5/4 time. What do you think that means? Well, hopefully you've got it. It means 5 beats in a bar. Remember, the bottom number 4 means we're talking about crotchets. So 4/4 means 4 crotchets in a bar, just like in working on the railroad. 3/4 is 3 crotchets in a bar, so 5/4 is 5 beats in a bar. It's a bit unusual. There's a very famous jazz tune that uses this time signature called Take 5. Also, a very famous film theme tune, the theme to Mission Impossible, is in 5/4. You might have heard that before. So those are the 2 famous tunes. We don't get 5/4 that often. It feels a bit unusual because we all want to play in 4, because that's what we're used to kind of marching to. But it has like an extra beat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. Can you clap on beat 4? On beat. Clap on beat 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's quite long. It takes quite a long time to get through 5 beats. So you've got 2 tunes here. I don't think these tunes are anything special, but they are a way of introducing 5/4. So if you look at the first one, underneath where it says 5/4 time, I'm just going to play it. Why don't you count to 5 while I'm playing it? And let's see if you can keep counting to 5. So if you look at bar number 1, 2, 3, 4, bar number 4, you've got 2 notes tied together. I know it looks like a slur, but remember, if it's the same note, we call it a tie. It's an A, and it adds up to 5 beats because it's a 3-beat note tied to a 2-beat note. So it adds up to 5. Okay, so watch out for that. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So did you count to 5? Have a go at that one. I'm not going to break it down, you just have a go. This next one is called Waiting. In fact, I'm going to do that one with you next time. So have a go at 5/4. Practice counting. Maybe you could look up those 2 tunes on YouTube. So one is called Take 5. And there's a famous version by the Dave Brubeck Quintet. I think the quintet, but anyway, that means a group of 5. And the other thing is the theme tune from Mission Impossible. Da, 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 da. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's 5/4. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.